Hi, we made this video to invite you to participate to our next cooperative leadership events. These events are meant to strengthen the leadership and management of agricultural cooperatives in order to promote the development of more inclusive and sustainable agribusiness. But what is exactly a cooperative leadership event? We are planning to gather 50 leaders or managers of 50 agricultural cooperatives in one place for 3.5 days. Share knowledge and information, to learn from each other, to receive leadership training and coaching, to interact with public and private policymakers. The cooperative leadership events aim to internationalize the Graduate Institute of Cooperative Leadership, also known as GECO, by the University of Missouri in the US, whose research and training programs have been supporting the leadership of US cooperatives for 45 years.
This is Professor Michael Cook, and I am a professor at the University of Missouri, but also the executive director of GICO, which is the Graduate Institute of Co-op Leadership. It's 45 years old. It's a research-driven outreach organization that provides advanced training for cooperative leaders, both board members and managers. Its primary output is called the Summer Institute, where we bring in 75 vice president level people from the Land O'Lakes and Ocean Spray, primarily U.S. co-ops, but we also bring in a few foreign co-ops each year. We turn them into researchers. And we have found that all managers love theory. They say they don't, but they love to create it and then profess it. And so we collect that, and we now have over 2,000 observations. We have PhD students and such, and they do their research on what's evolved as the basic framework for this GECO program. And that's called the life cycle approach, meaning history matters, and you're path dependent, and whatever happened in the past influences, not completely, but influences what you do, the decisions you'll make for tomorrow. One of the needs is to collaborate between all of these co-op research and outreach and co-op training. Cooperative is a powerful business model if it's understood. As a researcher, primarily a researcher, you're looking for unique problems that perhaps the theories and concepts one has developed can be applied to those, and then therefore develop outputs that might be of use to real people. The cooperative model is patron-driven, meaning not investor-driven. That complicates all kinds of managerial decision-making. This challenge of advancing research, but translating and converting that into, let's say, more applied language is one of our most interesting challenges.
Here is Nora Bukalin, a farmer and cooperative leader from Uganda, sharing her impression after a cooperative leadership event held on September 2015 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
I live in the rural areas, and poverty is biting so much. I specifically came to Ethiopia to attend this workshop, and this workshop is all about how we can develop cooperatives in Africa so that we can help Africans at least to see a way they can deal away with most of their problems in their home and their families. The workshop has been so good because we have been able to look at a tool on how we can diagnose some of our situations in Africa and how we can actually manage our cooperatives, and more so how we can organize the cooperative, how we can also design the way to manage a cooperative, and possibly how to diagnose our problems. It's been of such a great importance to me, not to me as a farmer alone, but I believe as African farmers. Since we are forging a way forward with cooperatives, we need to know how actually we can run cooperatives so as to benefit everybody in Africa. I am so grateful that Ethiopia was chosen for this.
So, we are pleased to invite you to our next event, which as usual would be implemented by CIAT of the CGIAR the University of Missouri, and the Graduate Institute of Cooperative Leadership, and will be sponsored by USAID, OCDC, Oxfam, and Ford Foundation. Thank you. See you soon.